like me trying to remember like all the rules and stuff. So I keep finding myself referring back to the formulas, but I think if I can memorize it, it would be really helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Okay. Anybody has any different opinion, feedback they want to share? Okay. Anybody who wants anything to be repeated on whatever we have covered so far? Like, sir, I think I'm forgetting this particular area. I'm struggling in that area. I'm not too sure about this and that, whatever. It's very normal, guys, that whatever you have learned so far, you may be forgetting part of it. But as a teacher, I cannot help unless and until you yourself sit down and work on those. It's very, very important. You have learned inequalities. You have to at least open some problems of your own, some book of your own, something. Try to correlate what you have learned by solving the problems. Trigonometry specifically. Okay. Those are the areas, these are tough areas. You have to do your own self-analysis. That's the main thing. Okay. Now, inequalities, as far as the topic is concerned, solution region has been done. Algebraic inequalities rules have been all covered. Okay. Now, the next important thing that I would like to start is functions and graphs. But there is one more key area that is also important for you guys to cover, which is absolute value equation and absolute value inequality. Okay, that is definitely included. But those questions that do come in the SAT are not of a very tough in nature, I would say. But that, see, most important thing you guys should also understand. In SAT College Board website, if you go there and search for what is the curriculum for SAT Math, they have written one word like absolute value, inequalities, word problems with linearity. Now, once somebody mention inequalities, they don't quantize that what is the limit, what is the coverage that they're talking about. They don't quantify that. So it is your responsibility to expertise yourself in that area. That is something that you have to do. Nobody is going to come and help you out. If tomorrow, if I miss something at an advanced level and the problem comes related to that, you will say, Kamal sir has not taught it. Of course, that is possible. So I am trying to, just cover as much as possible. And that is why absolute value equation and inequality, when I'm going to cover, I'm not going to cover it in a very, very basic sense. I'm going to cover it in a little bit of like upper level, so that tomorrow, if you face any problem which is of a little tough nature, you'd still be able to cover it. Plus, I'm telling you guys, anybody who has done Algebra 1 or going to take up Algebra 1, you all will realize that 70% of the Algebra 1 syllabus and part of Algebra 2 also is covered with the SAT syllabus. Okay, so you will overall have a lot of benefit. So two choices: functions and graphs, absolute value equation, inequality. You guys can choose whatever you like. If you are too much puzzled with inequality, want to take some time, we can start with functions and graphs. If you are thinking, no sir, let's continue the saga of inequalities, we can do absolute value inequalities. Absolute value equation and inequalities, or functions and graphs. Any votes, any strong opinions that will come.
Could we do both?
We'll do both, but what to start first? That's the main thing. Anybody has any preference? Functions and graphs will minimum take 2 to 3 classes. Then we can take absolute value inequalities.
I think we should do the absolute value because it's a bit harder.
Yeah, I also think we should do the absolute value because we just finished it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So,
I think so too.
Okay. Crowd is going towards absolute value. Very nice. Okay. Karthik Mandala 11. Karthik Mandala 11. Any specific reason? Yeah, put 11. Is it your 11th birthday or something? Yes. Want to share something?
That was an act.
Wait, what was that?
I didn't mean to. That was an accident.
2000?
No, that was an accident. Sorry.
That was an accident. I thought that maybe just like you like 11 number or something. Okay, okay, guys. Okay. Absolute value. How many of you have heard about absolute value?
I did.
I have.
I have, but it's been some time since I've
I
done it.
have.
I have.
Okay. As I told you before, if you even say no, it's just same for me. So don't hesitate in saying, sir, I don't know. I'm equally happy. No issues. Anybody wants to say, sir, I have not heard absolute value. Okay. Anybody who says, sir, at least I know some basics of absolute value. You have heard it, but I know some basics also. Anybody wants to say like, yes? Anybody wants to say that, sir, I know the basics also. A little bit of basics.
Yeah, I know some of the basics, but I forgot it. So
I
No,
some of the
I
basics.
remember some of the basics.
Okay. Guys, absolute value, I can tell you, for the first half an hour, which I have already crossed 12 minutes out of night now, you guys will be going very good. Next half an hour is getting tough. That is how the feeling is going to come. Okay. So if you focus on the first half an hour, the rest half an hour will be good learning. Okay. We are going to run certain rules. Again, I'm going to put the scenarios and everything in such a way that you get the whole information about absolute. And I don't think you have to go beyond it. That's straightforward. I can tell you. Okay. What is the most easiest thing that we have learned? Absolute value of -2 equals to 2 and absolute value of +2 equals to 2. We all know this. Do we all know this first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is a very, very important topic. Don't look at it with the eyes that I have to learn it for SOT. Look at it that I have a lot of other things where it will be utilized. So, even if you have slightest doubt, please raise it. Okay? There's anybody who doesn't understand this? Aradhana, Anaya,
I understand.
Nidhi, Sarah, Suhas.
Understand.
I understand.
Okay. So we got this point that it is clear. Now, let's try to understand. If this is a mod of x, sorry, absolute value of x, I want to algebraically represent it. What I'm saying? Algebraically represent it. Without this, then what should I do? I do not want to play around with this 2 bars on the side. Looks like somebody is chopping me. Yes, I want to do like that. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I would say equals to plus x equals to minus x. Here I will put a condition if x is greater than equals to 0, if x is less than equals to 0. That creates a confusion. It's a confusion. Nobody wants to ask, sir, why did you do that? No, yes, yes, no.
So why did you do that?
Okay. Yes, good. Somebody asked. I know many of you are thinking like that also, but nobody is asking why. I don't know. So I didn't get it, sir. Why did you do that? How is it possible? How would you do that? Rohan, any thoughts?
Sorry, I just came back from the bathroom. Sorry, I was at the bathroom for a second. Sorry.
Okay. Please don't keep yourself distracted. I already called out. This is an important topic. Sarah, Shreya, do you understand why I've written?
I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure if that idea is right.
Okay. Have anybody seen this written in books somewhere?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it, but I think maybe that you
I don't
wrote
think so.
if x is below 0, then it would be a negative number, so it would be -1. And then if you do -1, it would become positive. And the absolute value of -1 is +1. And then same goes for the top one, which is if x is equal to something above 0, which would be positive, then positive is also a positive
Thank
number.
you, Rohan. Sai Purnima, Purab Kulkarni. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I've seen this in like textbooks.
Good. Do you understand this? That is also a part of it.
Yeah, I understand it.
Properly
but
understand.
it's-
Okay. Okay, guys. I think Rohan was quite a bit close. Okay. And I think he's absolutely right. See, what I said is I don't want this 2 bars on the side. That's all I said, right? So I also break it into 2 different rules. Okay. My first rule said if x is greater than equals to 0, then put it as plus x. In this particular value and in this particular value, which one is greater than 2? Positive 0?
The second one?
Which one is greater than positive 0?
The second one.
So
Second.
the rule says
Second.
if it is greater than positive 0, then absolute value of anything is equals to positive x. So this becomes a positive 2. Are we in line? Are we clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now another thing is if x is less than 0, this is less than 0,
Yes.
Yes.
then the rule said minus of -2. That is equals to positive 2. Right? Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now what happened in this entire thing? This absolute value x has been diverged, okay, into 2 streams, but with a common objective. What is that common objective? Objective is absolute value of anything makes it positive. Negative or positive makes it positive. So I said I don't want these bars. So alternatively, okay, fine. Let's say you go to like a Dunkin' Donuts shop or anywhere. Just take a weird example, okay? Then the somebody asked you what kind of soda you'd like, what kind of like drinks you order. So somebody saying, okay, I have 2 choices. What kind of choices? Either you take like a Fanta drink. Either you take a Fanta drink, okay, or you take 2 separate drinks. What does it mean? 2 separate drinks are soda bottle and orange juice. Does it make any difference?
No, not really.
Because if you take into offer as Fanta, Fanta is nothing but a mix of soda plus, orange juice. You either take Fanta or you take these two. It's like objective is same, to feed you that Fanta, soda and orange juice to get into your stomach. That's all. Okay, it's the same thing. This is your absolute value and this is the breakup of it with the same objective, that you are going to intake soda and orange into your stomach. That is the objective. Whichever is your choice. Is the same thing. Absolute value, remove it. I will break it in such a way that finally it comes down to the same positive values. Are we clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Anybody who is not clear? Is this analogy a better one compared to the previous analogies I gave? I think this is a better analogy, right? Are we
Yeah.
clear? Okay. Easy to remember kind of. Fanta, soda water and all. Okay. Now let's come to the actual problem. This I will transform into actual problem. 2x minus 3 equals to minus 10. X is equals to what? Have you seen these kind of problems?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're easy to solve. Some people follow different procedures. Some people think about differently, right? We have seen this kind of problem, right? Anybody who has absolutely not seen this kind of problems? Anybody? Everybody's seen it.
I have.
If it becomes too easy, guys, please let me know, sir, this is too easy. I can jump on to the next level immediately. But I want to make sure that your basics are very strong. Okay. Now, who wants to tell me how to solve this?
You can do the 2x minus 3 equal to the negative 10 and take the negative version of the and distribute it and then equate it to negative 10 and solve it.
Okay, that was from Akash. Others, please. Aradhana, you're trying to say something, but I did not get your voice.
You can take 2x minus 3 and set it equal to negative 10, and then 2x minus 3 and set it to positive 10.
Okay. Why do you do so?
Because since it's an absolute value, like the negative version of like whatever is inside will also work, or like should. So when we like distribute the negative to the other side, it'll make it positive 10.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Shreya and Karthik. Guys, if I'm calling out your name, please unmute yourself. Say whatever comes, whatever is your justification. Even if you can say, sir, I'm still thinking, I don't know. But please unmute yourself and say something. I'm just looking for attention, that's all. I called out two names, what happened? Shreya.
I think first you do 2x minus 3 is equal to negative 10. And then you like multiply by a negative.
Okay. Well, who else? Karthik.
Agree.
Same.
No, I agree with the.
Okay. Sai Purnima.
I'm still thinking.
Okay. Rohan, Nidhi, Latik.
I think what I would do is I would set two equations. One of them would be 2x minus 3 equals negative 10, and then negative 2x minus 3 equals negative 10.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes,
I
others.
think there's no solution.
I'm not quite sure.
Sai Purnima, Purab.
I think I would also do like set it to two equations.
Okay, thank you. Jetharun, did you answer?
I don't know how to process it.
Okay. Okay.
Wouldn't
First
there be
and
no
foremost,
answer?
I'll come to that. First important thing, guys. if you see absolute value of anything equated to a negative term, you stop there itself. It is absolutely an invalid statement. Absolute value of anything cannot be a negative constant. Am I making sense? Absolute value of anything cannot be a negative constant. Okay, this sort of question has come inside. They will simply say, if 2x minus 3 equals to this, then A option x is equals to 0, x is equals to minus 3. Number B, x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 1. Number C, this. Number D, no solution. Or you will, to make you confused, they will write as none of these. So, important learning. You have learned the rule set, but you have to have that very close eye now. That what am I doing actually? Please think over it again. Am I just following the rule that have been told by my teacher simply, but apply some of your logical thinking. Okay. Any absolute value equals to negative constant is difficult. Is may not be applicable. What if I make this as minus 10x plus 9? Then also it's a negative. This is the same scenario or no?
Would it be the same scenario because in a certain case of x, like if x was 1, it would still become a negative number. So it's the question would be in a
Same scenario?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same scenario. How many of you think that whatever the previous scenario where we had only minus 10, we told that this is no solution, none of this. Because an absolute value expression cannot have a negative term at all, cannot have a negative term. Independent term means constant, like minus 10, minus 3.2. But what if it is converted as a variable? What will happen in that case? Is it the same scenario or is it not the same solution? Problem. Say, sir, I'm stuck. Say, I'm not clear, sir, what to do.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
stuck.
the same scenario. I don't know.
Adult. Problem?
I'm stuck.
Stuck.
I think it wouldn't be because unless the equation would equal out to be a positive, then I think it still doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. How many of you have no clue what's going on? So what should I do? Okay. To answer the first person who told that sir, it is still going to be negative. If I put x is equals to half, then the right hand side will be positive. No. Am I making sense or no?
Could you repeat that?
X is equals to half. In this 10x minus 10x, if x becomes half somehow, will the right hand term be always positive? Half means
No.
because half.
It won't.
It will.
Minus 10 multiplied by half becomes minus 5. Minus 5 plus 9, what is that?
Positive 4.
Positive
It'll be 4.
So there could be some value of x where it may be meaningful. Some value of x.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could be meaningful, right? So does it land in the similar scenario that it is absolutely not, no solution is there?
No.
Does it
No,
land
it
in
won't.
this?
Only some cases.
No, it would be able to work in some value.
At least the conclusion is clear to everyone. Again, guys, first, what was our first scenario? I repeat, what was our first scenario? Absolute value expression equals to negative constant, right? Then we said not applicable. Number 2, absolute value expression is equals to variable expression. Like a variable, there is a variable expression. Okay. We said may or may not. Is it okay? Can I say that? Yes. Or it will never work, or it will always work.
I think it's a maybe in some cases.
Somebody told me may or may not. That is why I have written. I have not told my point here. Can we at least solve it and it will work out? Something will work out? Or it may or may not work out? Doubtful? Absolute value expression, this is equals to variable expression. Variable expression means there is an x or something. Will it work or will it not work? Can I solve it or cannot solve it?
I think you can try.
Okay. We'll come to number 2. Okay. Can somebody think that there could be third scenario also? There is a third scenario. Absolute value expression is equals to another absolute value expression. I will say, sir,
I think that works.
Yeah, I think that'll always work.
how will you solve it? Same case. This is the third version. That is the third version. Problem. Okay. How many of you think, sir, at least third one is also solvable, or it is not solvable, or it doesn't make any sense?
I don't know.
I think the third one needs to be solvable because an absolute value must always be positive. So if you like distribute it to each term.
Okay, to answer that, Rohan, if this evaluates to +2 and this evaluates to -2, will they both be equal?
Wait, would the -10 become a +10 because of absolute value?
Will it become?
Yeah,
Try
right.
to answer me. Because of the absolute value, will it become 10x plus 9? Everybody agrees to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees to that?
Yeah.
When you
Yes.
break it, it will become 10x plus 9. Everybody agrees to that? Nidhi, Latik, Jetharun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, basics are not good. How come? Okay, let's take another example. 2x minus 3 absolute value, will it become 2x plus 3 when I break it because of the absolute value?
No.
No.
You just said no. So this will become 10x plus 9. You removed negative and you made it positive. I removed negative and I made it positive. What is the problem? Everybody said that it is possible, right? You guys all agreed, right? Now what is the problem here? What did I do wrong?
It's not the. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You.
I was just gonna say I think that it's the difference is that it's not the beginning, so it's just like you're just switching signs instead of like I don't know.
Maybe it could be because you're switching the equation itself. But when it says absolute value, you're trying to change like what it equals to.
Not clear. Not clear. Aradhana, Anupriya.
I don't think you can do that.
Why?
I don't like in an absolute value, like I think the total like expression in that value has to be positive, not the like whatever's in the
So I'm making everything positive here. Now what is the problem?
like the total has to be positive, not the things inside.
Okay.
the value.
So this means this is wrong or this is wrong? Which one is wrong?
Both.
Both? Are you sure, Aradhana? Anupriya?
The 10x plus 9 is okay because in absolute value negative will equal positive anyways, so that's fine. But 2x minus 3, shouldn't that be 2x minus 3 still?
Okay. To help you understand, Anupriya, we broke this to this, right? We removed
Yes.
absolute value, we brought this. Put x is equals to -1. What happens? In this case, what happens? Minus 19. Minus 10 multiplied by -1. Sorry. So this becomes plus 10.
Yeah,
Plus 10 and 9, what happens?
19.
Absolute value of 19 is what?
19.
19. Fine. Put back the same x equals to 1 minus 1 here. 9 minus 10.
Yeah.
What does it evaluates to?
-1.
Is that same then?
No.
Failed.
I think I know how to do this type of problem.
I'm not asking you to perform the problem solution. I'm asking you to explain these two. That's all. Who can explain? What is wrong? Maybe one is right and one is wrong.
Maybe you didn't distribute the negative, 10x minus 9.
10x minus 9. Okay. Should I do it like this?
No, but then it would equal minus 19.
Is it okay? Is that okay? Is this version okay? Please support your friend or unsupport him. Something has to be done.
I don't know.
Okay. Latik, Ikshita, whoever has not commented. Anaya.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Good. I like that comment. I like that comment. Somebody wants to say, sir, you made me lost. You have been successfully made me lost. Anybody wants to say that? That, sir, I was thinking that I am knowing absolute value, but you have given 3 scenarios and you made me lost.
Yeah, I thought I understood it.
You made it complicated. Say something that you are not telling us. And you intentionally made us lost. Anybody wants to say? Blame it on me, don't worry. Danny? Danny, you are the very quietest guy. I would like to hear from you, please.
I'm also sort of lost.
Where are you lost? At least give some opinion. Some opinion, where are you lost? A guess, some guess.
I'm still sort of lost about how it's not the same as the two equations. Like how you change both the equations, but not both of them as the same.
Are you sure you are lost? At least I understood it, sir, but I'm lost. Is that the version?
Yeah.
Okay. Ishan, Ikshita.
Yeah, same. Like I understand where you're going, but like I'm like confused, like I'm lost. So I'm like trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Here is the version.
I'm lost too.
Okay. Listen to me very carefully. You cannot break an absolute value expression like this. You cannot. That is absolutely incorrect to say that this can become this or this can become this. Why? I gave you the rule above. Nobody followed it. That was absolute value of x. That was absolute value of x. I gave you 2 rules to break. You followed one of the rule and then you forgot other. There is no way you can say this equals to this or this equals to this at all. Absolute value, when you remove two bars, it has to be two expressions. Where are the two expressions? You have not written it. It can never become like this. It can never become. Another important thing, please hear me out. When you change an absolute values sign, okay, the whole expression sign changes, not something which is there in the middle. It doesn't work like that. This particular expression, for example, if I say absolute value of a minus b does not become a plus b. This is incorrect. Minus a plus b minus c. This does not become a plus b plus c. This is also incorrect. But if you have something like absolute negative of a minus b like this, negative is outside, expression is inside, then this can be a minus b. This is okay. If you have negative of a plus b minus c, absolute value, then it can become a plus b minus c. Expression wise only, guys, I'm telling you, expression wise only. You may say, sir, you just told that you cannot break this expression as this expression. Then why are you breaking it like this? You may say that. But what I'm doing here is, when you have a negative for the whole expression, you are making it positive. That is absolutely okay. And with the consideration that this is a constant, this a and b are all constant, there is no variable in it. If there is a variable, you have to follow this two types of breakup. Here also, the negative is for the entire expression. That is why I was able to make it positive. I did not do like minus a plus b minus c, made it a plus b plus c. I don't care about this. It will never work. I can give you hundreds of values where if you put here, it will never become this. Even with the absolute value, it will never become this. How many of you are clear?
Yeah, I'm clear now.
That makes some sense, yeah.
I'm clear. Wait, so you said that if it has a constant, then it's gonna be into two different equations
No.
or expressions?
If as a constant, you can simply make it positive. For example, minus 2 plus 5 minus 6 absolute value equals to what? Here is the thing. There are two ways of doing it. First important way, you take a full minus and make this as 2 minus 5 plus 6. Can I do that?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Full expression negative has come out. Now you change it to 2 minus 5 plus 6. Like now you don't need this. And also if you want to really solve it, 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. 3 minus 6 is left. So this totally becomes minus 3. And minus 3 absolute value becomes 3, positive 3. Here also if you do 2 minus 5 plus 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 minus 5 equals to positive 3. See, now the results are matching. Are we clear?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
What is the most important thing? I took out the entire negative from the expression, from the entire 2 minus 5 plus 6, and it was minus 2 plus 5 minus 6. I did not convert minus 2 to plus 2 and minus 6 to plus 6. I did not do that. I took out the negative from the entire expression and then remove the absolute value to get these values. Are we clear?
Yes. Clear.
Wait,
Then you will
so
never
now
go
we
wrong.
make. So I just want to clarify. So now we make like two expressions, and then like if they match, like we have to like make them match, right?
But here is the thing. Instead of these constants, if you have 2x minus 3 absolute value, okay, 2x minus 3 absolute value, and now you do a negative of 3 minus 2x, and like this, and you say 3 minus 2x, will this be okay? Will it be okay?
No. Wait, is this supposed to be parentheses? But
Yes.
next to. Okay, then it should be
Yeah,
Wait, shouldn't it be 3 plus 2x?
3 plus 2x. I took out the negative. Okay, it's confusing. Okay, let me write down a positive. If I take a negative, this becomes a negative 2x plus 3.
yeah, I think it's positive 2x. Wait, why is it negative 2x plus 3?
Because it's a negative there. No, I told you that the entire expression, if you make it, this is the negative in the entire expression. There is a parenthesis. Then I made this, and then finally I got the answer. I'm doing the same thing, negative for the entire expression inside. And then absolute value has been removed and negative was removed, and I put the expression back.
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
I want to say it works, but I feel like there's something that you're not telling us. So
something is wrong.
No, I think it works, but I feel like there's something that I don't know that might make it wrong, but I don't know.
So guys, I think you guys have to listen my version very, very carefully. Listen to my, I'm teaching absolutely what you need. No extra stuff here. Put x is equals to minus 5. Here, what does it evaluates to? Minus 10 minus 3?
Negative 13.
Negative 13. Absolute value will make it what?
13.
13.
Positive 13. Put back here. X is equals to negative 5.
It works.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah, it works.
Now x is equals to positive 5. 10 minus 3?
7.
7.
Positive 5.
Negative 7.
Negative 7.
It worked.
No,
Did it work?
it only works for negative.
Oh,
It did not work, right?
It doesn't work.
No, it didn't work.
that doesn't work.
Why it did not work? Here is the reason. It has a control. Expression will be this if x is greater than 0. Expression will be this if it is greater than 0 or less than 0. That is why I told you. When you have constants, okay, when you have constants like this, you can break it simply into one positive expression, positive value. But when you have variables, you cannot make it even like that. That has to be broken in that sense, otherwise it will never work. A plus B minus C. Why I wrote like this? Because I assume these are constant values, not variables. Constant values. Constant means 2, minus 3, 2, 5, 6, it is. But x is variable. X can take positive and negative. When you took positive, value is different. When you took negative, value is different. It will never show you the right result. Am I clear or not clear yet?
Could you show another example?
I will share another example. 2x plus 2x minus 9. Absolute value. 2 minus 9 absolute value equals to what? 2 minus 9, I can 100% I can say I can take out negative, becomes -2 plus 9 absolute value. Now, since these are constant, it has a negative outside of this entire thing. I can very much make it like plus -2 plus 9, and simply it can come out at 7. But 2x minus 9 can never become 2x minus 9 or 9 minus 2x. It will take both of these depending on x greater than something or x less than something. Some rule will be applicable. It cannot by default be broken like this, the way it has been broken. Okay, guys. Let me ask you. Did I go too deep inside this absolute value, or is not doesn't sound so interesting? People are not getting it.
I think that this was like really helpful because it's like a fundamental problem that if you did it wrong would cause issues. So
I agree.
I agree.
How many of your feelings that this is a tough topic that you picked?
I mean, it's tough, but like if you understand the rules, it's not that tough.
Good. Anybody has a feeling that I should go a little more slow or make it more clear, give more examples? Or are we getting a picture of what is this absolute value all about?
I feel like I'm starting to get a picture about it, yeah, but if we could do like more examples that you could show us how to solve and explain while you're solving it, that'd be nice.
I will show. Let us first focus on the theory. Guys, I am not yet into absolute value inequality. It is not even an inequality. It is an absolute value equation. I am dealing with equation. Inequality will be more tougher. So I want to make sure that everybody is understanding what I'm trying to say here. Ask me questions, but make yourself very, very clear on how the things are moving. Okay, let me do a quick revision. Absolute value expression equals to a constant, negative constant. It is not applicable. Okay. So let us put an example. Where it is not applicable, let us put an example.
Can I take a screenshot?
Go ahead, please.
And can you show like 2x minus 3, like the absolute value equal to -10x plus 9 again, like a different type of problem?
I will show that. Please hold. I will come. Absolute
Thank
value
you.
of this is not applicable. Okay. Second, absolute value expression equals to variable expression. 2x. Let's take it as different one. X minus 2. Okay. Absolute value equals to, let's say, 3x plus 10. Absolute value expression equals to variable expression. Is that a good example?
Yeah, I think that's a good example.
Are we clear? Okay. Another example, absolute value expression equals to absolute value. Let's say 3x minus 2 equals to 1 minus x. Are these three examples clear? Yes.
Yes.
Then let's take the fourth version. Let's take the fourth version. Okay. Fourth version is absolute value of constants is equals to, simply I will say, positive value, nothing more than that, which means whatever, minus 17 plus 3 minus 6 plus 5 is equals to whatever it comes up as positive of that. That's it. Positive of that, whatever comes up. Positive of whatever comes. Fourth version. Here is the guys, here is the basic thing that we have been trying. Between this fourth and first version, hear me out very clearly. There is absolutely one minute difference. When it is a constant, you know what is going to come. Minus 17 plus 3 is minus 15. Minus 15 and minus 6 becomes minus 21. Minus 21 plus 5 is plus 16. Answer is plus 16. In any case, if it would have been a minus 16 in this entirely, then I have written plus 16. There is nothing to worry. There is nothing to worry about. But in this case, it has an expression, variable expression. You cannot, the way you have broken it and solved it, you cannot do it in this case. You have to break with certain rules. What are those rules? These are the rules. Now, what rule? I will say 2x minus 3 equals to 2x minus 3 if 2x minus 3 is greater than 0 and equals to 2x minus 3 negative of 2x minus 3 if 2x minus 3 is less than 0. Am I making sense? There is no other way. Same case here. Same case here. Certain ways you can break it simply. You can just break it, make it, because these are all constant. Here you have expression with variable. Variable expression, you cannot break it such like, oh, I can just simply break it like this. Cannot be broken. You have to follow these rules. Otherwise, you will go wrong. Are we clear? I'm going to clean up the board, guys. Please let me know. Does anybody has any doubt? 4 versions. Absolute value constants. Absolute value of an expression equals to a constant. Absolute value expression equals to variable expression. And absolute value expression with a variable equals to absolute value expression with another variable. 4 versions. If you learn how to solve this for version, no problem related to absolute value equation should be unsolvable by you. You will never go wrong if you understand the rule for all 4. You can challenge anybody. That is my challenge. Okay, guys, I am thinking that you guys think about 1, 2, 3, 4 rules and you tell me in the next class that, sir, this is how it should be solved. Who wants to take up that challenge? Let me not explain that. I will ask each of you in the next class. It will be interesting. I'm telling you.
I can take it. It's fine.
I'm sorry, could you please say the last sentence, like what you just said one more time?
I'm trying to say you have got 4 versions. Are we clear on this 4 version, what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Everybody got those 4 versions?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's try to figure out ourselves that how each of these versions should be solved. What are the ifs and buts of these expressions? How would you actually evaluate them? You figure it out. You take that as a home task and come back on Wednesday. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But guys, I will pick any of you. Don't tell me, sir, my mic is not working. I lost track. It happened to me like that. You will have to definitely work. I can pick anybody. And I would like to see what you guys have done to think. I'm giving you not to solve. I'm asking you to think and tell me in each of these scenarios, how would you approach to solve the problem? You take any expression, give me any example. But you have to tell me what should be taken care in what scenarios. Are we all okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I take a screenshot?
Yes, please.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Aditi, clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
So my challenge is acceptable to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm telling you guys, you'll love to hear how these things are getting solved. But if you put efforts, it will be more interesting. But once you learn the rules of what happened and how it happened, okay, every problem related to this will be solvable. And then we'll take up absolute value inequalities also. Okay.
Sir, can you put the inequalities worksheet on Flex quiz?
Is it not yet assigned?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. I'm assigned. Is it really? What I assigned? Okay. Let me do this, guys. I am doing it right away. Okay, guys, if you guys are done, you can log off and I'll see you on Wednesday. If somebody wants to discuss anything, please stay back.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Latik, you are still there. You want to discuss or ask something?